Parts of West Maui have reopened to tourists 2 months after the deadly wildfires that ravaged a portion of Hawaii's island of Maui. Several communities located north of the hardest hit region are now welcoming tourists, but some residents have expressed outrage against the state's government's decision to reopen this quickly. Thousands have signed a petition sponsored by a group called Lahaina Strong to delay West Maui's reopening to tourists. That's where Lahaina is, the most devastated area. CBS News national correspondent Jonathan Vigliotti joins us now from Maui. Jonathan, good to see you back there. We have heard for weeks about how vital tourism is to Maui. When I was there, I heard from people who had those mixed feelings. They said, look, this is our livelihood. Unfortunately, other industries have not been strengthened or stimulated enough for us to depend so deeply on tourism. However, there's also frustration that in the middle of the rebuilding, tourists are going to be hanging out around there. So what are people telling you?
Yeah, Lilia, the biggest concern right now on the island is housing. And I know you experienced this when you were here on the island. You know the housing crisis that is unfolding here as a result of the Lahaina fire. More than 2,000 buildings were destroyed. That's 80% of the community. And the majority of those buildings were homes. So you're talking about thousands of people, many of them families, currently displaced. According to officials, about 6,800 people, again, a lot of them families, are staying in vacated hotel rooms. So where does the concern come in? Well, those hotel rooms now do need to be opened up to make space available for visitors, which means a lot of those displaced residents are going to be yet again displaced. And the concern that we're hearing from many people that are staying in these hotel rooms is, where do they go next? But as you point out, a lot of people here also at the same time recognize how vital to the economy tourism is, also vital to the community as well. You have jobs that rely on it, but not only that, with the money that is filtered here into the economy, you have what will hopefully, according to officials and those that live here, will be a bank fund that will help people recover and rebuild quicker. But again, you know, with this double-edged sword, you have people, so many of them displaced, that don't know where they're going to call home for the foreseeable future as they do rebuild and recover here.
Jonathan, I know you've been asking very tough questions from officials there from the beginning, from when this fire started. What are you hearing from officials in terms of reassuring those fears from the community about people being further displaced and other concerns?
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to get answers from officials here. We've tried to put in requests for comment and have not heard back. It's been the case now for several months. With that said, what officials are saying publicly in very carefully crafted ways, they're reassuring residents here that the process of reopening Western Maui will be a slow one. So it's happening in phases. The first phase impacts about a 3-mile stretch of hotels just outside of Kaanapali, a very important area both for tourism and for hotels. So the people that are staying in those hotels will slowly be removed and placed in more permanent housing, and this will happen over many weeks and many months. County officials here are working with the Red Cross. They're working with federal officials, with FEMA, and establishing more permanent housing solutions. So the hope is it will be a slow, phased out situation as people are displaced yet again from hotel rooms. They will hopefully, and this is what the county is reassuring people here, be placed in more permanent housing situations. And again, they're reminding people here how important and how vital it is to welcome back tourism. And again, that is a message that many people hear loud and clear and also recognize here on the island.
So one of the biggest concerns was permanent displacement, was gentrification, was what is going to happen to Lahaina? What is it going to turn into? So where is the process of rebuilding for people to be able to go back to where they're from? Where is that standing right now? What does it look like?
It's gonna be so many years, and I know you saw this, and it's so hard, and you and I both tried to convey through video the extent of devastation, but you really can't capture it in a frame. We're talking the majority of a town destroyed, so much rubble. It will take more than a year, we're told, just to clear out this space. It's about half the amount of the rubble that was removed from the World Trade Center site following 9/11. So that puts into scale just how devastated the community is. So you have the removal process of all of that toxic waste, which will take more than a year, complicated by the fact that you're on an island. So where do you even move all of that to? We're trying to figure that out. We've reached out to officials we don't know. And then after that, the rebuilding begins. What that will look like at this point is unclear. Permitting is going to be an issue. Getting people back to their homes if they're going to decide to stay, that is still a big concern. Everyone we've spoken with has said they will stay. They are committed to rebuilding. But of course, as time goes on, you can imagine people start to lose hope. But so far, everyone we've spoken with has said that they are committed to rebuilding. But again, according to officials here, it's going to be a years-long process. And Lily, I know you're familiar with what happened in Paradise, California after the Camp Fire in 2018. They're still rebuilding. They're still recovering. I spoke with the mayor months after that fire, and he told me it's going to take 15 years for half the population to return there. So you could expect something possibly similar, hopefully not, but possibly similar here on Maui.
Jonathan Vigliotti, thank you for your in-depth reporting.